Main Street, second floor, in the Orange County Government Center, Goshen, New York, where they may be inspected or procured by any interested person during usual business hours, and on the Orange County website, www.orangecountygov.com. The notice was published in the July 30th, 2025 issues of the Hudson Valley Press, the Goshen Independent, and the Warwick Valley Dispatch, the July 31st, 2025 issues of the Hudson Valley Times Media Group, Wallkill Valley Times, Mid-Hudson Times, and the Cornwall Local News of the Highlands, and the August 1st, 2025 issues of Strauss Newspaper, Warwick Advertiser, Monroe Photo News, and the Chronicle.
Thank you. At this time, I would now ask for Dr. Christine Young, President of SUNY Orange, and Paul Martland, Vice President of Administration and Finance, to provide an overview of the SUNY Orange budget. Welcome.
Thank you, Chair Menuda. Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity to speak this afternoon. More importantly, thank you for the consistent and steady support of SUNY Orange over the years. I'm joined today by Chair Tom Waddell, as well as by our Vice President for Administration and Finance, Paul Martland, who will walk you through the details of our 2025-26 operating budget proposal. But before he does, I want to take just a few minutes to give you the bigger picture, what this budget is actually delivering for Orange County residents. In short, SUNY Orange is thriving. Over the past 2 years, we've become the third fastest SUNY community college. We've now had 10 straight academic sessions of enrollment growth, including a 6.5% surge this spring and over 15% credit enrollment this summer semester. But we're not just growing, we're transforming. On the credit side, we've seen increases across every demographic group, particularly among students of color. Student retention is rising, new students are arriving, momentum is building. On the non-credit side, our SUNY Orange Plus programs, we've seen a nearly 400% increase in enrollment in just the past 2 years. That includes EMT training, CDL licensing, training for the TV and film industry, as well as micro-credentials in direct support care, early childhood, and more. Additionally, we've expanded training opportunities in hospitality. A newly renovated commercial kitchen in our Newburgh campus is now in use for hands-on food and beverage instruction, helping local residents enter and advance in a sector that's vital to the region's economic health. Meanwhile, we continue to deliver nationally recognized outcomes. Just this year, our radiologic technology and dental hygiene students posted 100% pass rates on their licensure exam for the second year running. Our men's basketball team returned to the NJCAA National Tournament, and our golf team won its first regional championship since 2004. We celebrated our 75th commencement, and we were joined by both SUNY's board chair, Dr. Merrill Tisch, and our county executive, Steve Newhouse. And we've stepped boldly into the future, offering faculty and staff training in artificial intelligence, and we're beginning to integrate AI into our curriculum and operations with care, curiosity, and intent. And even since I wrote these remarks just this week, we were able to announce that we are playing a major role in developing the workforce for the Garanet pharmaceuticals that was announced this week. So that's huge as well. We're also proud to share that SUNY Orange contributed $192 million to the Orange County economy in 2022-23. That's 1 out of every 94 jobs in the county is tied to our work. For every dollar the public invests in the college, taxpayers receive $1.20 back in public savings and added revenue, and our students gain $3.40 in lifetime earnings for every dollar spent on their education. This is what good public investment looks like, and it's possible because of the partnership we share with the County of Orange. We recognize that this year's budget request includes a 6% increase in county support. That request reflects real and fair cost increases, especially in salaries and benefits, resulting from recent collective bargaining agreements. It is a responsible and transparent request, and one that ensures that Orange County Community College remains strong, stable, and accessible for the thousands of county residents we serve each year. So on behalf of our students, our employees, and our Board of Trustees, thank you. Thank you for your trust, thank you for your partnership, and thank you for recognizing SUNY Orange not just as a college, but as a powerful community engine, one that's moving forward with purpose and pride. We are proud to serve Orange County, and we are just getting started. And now I'm pleased to introduce my colleague, Vice President Paul Martland.
Thank you, Dr. Young. I'll just go over the highlights of the budget. I think it is a fair budget. I think it is an attainable budget. But I want to echo Chris's comments, first of all, about thanking the entire legislature for your support of the college and your assistance in our advocacy efforts to get more state funding, and particularly the members of the E&E Committee and Ways and Means Committee who sat with us last week in a more detailed review of the budget and came through with a unanimous vote of support. And I appreciate the time and effort that all spent. So this year's, the budget for the coming year, $69,242,062. There are some assumptions underlying this. They range from enrollment being up by 5%, tuition increasing by 3%, which translates to $180 per year for full-time students. The cost would go from $5,808 to $5,988. And for part-time students from $242 per credit hour to $249.50 per credit hour, or an increase of $7.50. State support, sadly, continues to be flat. We did receive some restricted monies, about $500,000, but they don't impact the operating budget because they are given for a specific purpose. So they are accounted for off the, not off the income statement. The budget calls for the use of $500,000 worth of the college's fund balance. It reflects, as Chris mentioned, the success of our non-credit and workforce development programming, SUNY Orange Plus, doubling the budget from $700,000 to $1.4 million in anticipated revenue. And that is definitely attainable. The actual results for this year, where 700 was budgeted, came in at $1.2 million. So they were doing extremely well in that area. The budget reflects salary increases. CSEA members will receive 4.5%. The Faculty Association, 4%. The Staff Chair Association and Management Confidential, 2.75%. And as you'll recall, our cost structure is 83.5% salary and benefits. So that is the crux of the matter, as it were. We also estimated an 8% increase in health insurance. And then, as Chris mentioned, county support increasing by 6%, which I recognize was probably more than was anticipated. But I believe it is money well spent. That 6% translates to $1.3 million and reflects 33.44% of our total budget. And that's up very slightly from 33.29% of the budget that the county support provided last year. So this again reflects that the county is living up to their historic commitment of supporting 1/3 of the college expenses. Unfortunately, the state has not followed your lead. I would make a few comments. Mentioning salary and benefits accounting for 83% of the budget. That means really the only lever we have to really adjust on the fly during a fiscal year is vacancy management. And I'd just like the members of the legislature to be aware that we take that responsibility very seriously. President Young, myself, Provost Hackman, and Vice President Leandre meet weekly. And one of our first topics of discussion every week is vacancy management issues. And I think you can see that the college has done a good job of managing employment levels by looking at, when you have a moment, look at page 35 of the budget book that we submitted. It has the 10-year salary and benefit, actually salary and benefits broken down. Over the 10-year period, the actual dollars spent on salaries only increased by 2.2 million, or 7% over the entire 10 years. So I think that demonstrates that we have reacted in real time to the changing landscape that we face financially and have managed our positions well. Another key piece this year, as everybody's aware, general inflation was higher, so some of our contracted services are going up in cost. We always have to be concerned about utility costs. So that reflected most of the rest of the change. And just one final comment. There were 2 points that were raised last week at the committee meetings. And I'd just like to acknowledge for the entire group that we heard you. One is concern about the level of fund balance. We recognize that we will not be able, both the administration and our Board of Trustees recognize that we will not be able to rely on fund balance to help balance the 26-27 budget. So we heard you loud and clear. And the other thing that we discussed at some length at the meetings last week was it has been a while since there's been a change in fee structure, and the college already has work underway to reevaluate the fee structure, revise it, and perhaps increase fees for the first time in quite some time. So again, we heard you loud and clear. So with that, I will stop. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you. I would also like to say the transparency in which you presented this, the meetings that we've had with the legislature, your openness to this has been excellent. And obviously makes it easy for all of us to understand what it is that you need. With regard to tuition, yes, the state needs to bring up their level. I would say that we provide more than a third at the county level. And on top of that, we also have to consider the capital projects that we provide for the college. So this county is committed to SUNY Orange and is committed in a big way. And I want to thank you for the nimbleness and the new programs that you're creating that is moving you forward and keeping up the pace. So thank you very much. At this time, I would ask that anyone who wishes to speak, please sign up at the desk in the back of the room. And when your name is called, please come to the microphone, give your name on the town, name and town for the record. And there will be a 3-minute limit for all speakers. Has anyone signed up? None. Okay. Being that there's no speakers, I will now declare that the public hearing is closed. Thank you all.
I'm just told by the facilities management that there's a transformer issue in the parking lot, and we might be